This is a MIG welder. It can MIG weld in a straight line, can MIG weld with loop-de-loops, can even MIG weld with zigzags. Now while all those things are really awesome, there's one other thing that it can do that's not welding at all that turns out to be really useful. This, on the other hand, is not welding. Don't believe me? Let me prove it. A very rough polish is going to reveal the truth. These stainless steel plates have not melted. They're just joined together by this gold-colored alloy. This is MIG brazing. You might have seen brazing with a torch or with a TIG welder, but maybe not with a MIG welder. Now we're going to use MIG brazing to build something really cool out of these funky stainless steel shapes in just a minute. But before that, let's talk about the what, how, and why of MIG brazing. Brazing is different from welding because you don't melt the base metal. You heat it, and a specifically designed alloy that melts at a lower temperature bonds to the metal. You might be thinking this sounds a lot like soldering. Well, there are a lot of different brazing and soldering processes, but the only fundamental difference between brazing and soldering is the temperature at which the alloy melts. Below 840 degrees Fahrenheit, it's soldering. Above that temperature, it's brazing. In this case, the mysterious gold alloy is called silicon bronze, and it melts around 1900 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're definitely brazing. So why would you want to use a MIG welder to braze things anyway? Well, it allows you to travel really quickly and gives a relatively low heat input. The place that I've seen it used the most is for auto body repairs, at least structural ones. And a lot of the modern materials, if you're to weld it, it loses too much strength. You can use it for rough and dirty casting repairs. You can use it to join materials that are hard to weld, like tool steel, or to join dissimilar materials like stainless steel to steel. Or sometimes you just use it because you want that gold colored look for an artistic effect. Well, the setup for MIG brazing is relatively simple. You replace your MIG wire with silicon bronze. Make sure to use straight argon gas, and the technique is the same as short circuit MIG welding. Here you need to maintain a consistent stick out, or the distance from your contact tip to the work, a steady gun angle, and a consistent travel speed. Now while we're on the topic of welding technique, if you are learning to weld yourself and you want to really speed up the process, I want to show you my new online welding courses where I walk through from MIG, TIG, stick, flux core, as well as some fabrication basics, step-by-step processes to learn to weld by learning one principle at a time, practicing it, and moving on to the next. It's how I'd teach you if we were working together in person, except I'm able to do it at your pace, on your time frame, and at an affordable price. Now let's build something cool using MIG brazing. I first got the idea for this video about a month ago when I did a collaboration with Justin from the Fabrication Series. Now if you've been hiding under a rock and haven't seen his channel, do yourself a favor and check it out. In that video, he TIG brazed steel and stainless steel together to create a unique art piece. Now I thought it would be awesome to build something similar to that diamond project that he built, only I wanted to use stainless steel for the whole thing and join it together with MIG brazing. So that's what we're going to do today. Now the pieces I'm using are available as a kit from weldmetalsonline.com. And because they're a friend of the channel, the discount code TIMWELDS will save you 10% off. I'm tacking the pieces together using my TIG welder because it allows me to keep the tacks really small, which are going to help when I bend this into place. Now once the parts are all tacked together into a flat pattern, I can fold it like origami into the diamond shape. I thought it was really cool to see the three-dimensional shape emerge from all of these small pieces. A few final tacks with MIG braze held the shape secure. Then I brazed, and brazed, and brazed some more. It's not much to look at right off the bat. And in hindsight, I probably should have traveled a little bit faster so that I didn't deposit as much material. That would have saved me on some of the grinding time, but like they say, grinder and paint makes me the welder I am. So I ground down all the corners, which revealed the gold contrast that I was hoping for on each of the edges. I could have worked my way through polishing grids to achieve a mirror finish. I'm just not that guy. I hit each facet with a Scotch-Brite pad to achieve consistent scratch lines. Then a quick pass with some green compound on the buffer smoothed things out a little more. Turned out really nice. Well, I thought this was a fun one. Check out the description for links to Justin's original video, to Weld Metals Online, as well as to my new online courses down there. Until next time, weld safe, and we'll see you then.